Well, hello there, and welcome back to the show. Today, again, I'm not alone. I'm here with my good man, the Dark Lord of the Sith.
Hey.
Darth Sean, how are you, my good sir?
Awesome. Fueling with anger.
Ooh, why? Is it
good.
about about the stuff I'm about to show you?
Let the hate flow through you.
Yes.
Well, I've got better news for you. So I don't know if you've been watching the news. Today we're going to talk about our own country. Yay, the good old South Africa. Land of milk, honey, rape capital of the world. Same murder rate as some of the biggest ones out there, worse than America. We only have 60 million people. They have 350 million people. 4 of our towns are in the world's worst places to visit. Oh, wait, sorry. Darth Sean, here we are. Sorry, I'm still getting the hang of the switching thing. Right, so let's start this one off with... Are you ready?
I guess so.
Here we go. South Africans are starving. Anger rises over ANC's 50 million donation to Cuba. So if you're not aware, we're going to be donating money to Cuba. Thoughts, Darth Sean?
Aren't we in debt? Like South Africa alone is in debt, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was before lockdown. We're probably...
we're fucked now, but yet we're donating 50 million rand to Cuba.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they do. I mean, like, they say donation. I don't know if it's a donation. I mean, it sounds like they're probably just buying shitloads of cocaine. I mean, if you look at this photograph...
I hope we're getting some cocaine.
I mean, they better. Here's this plane, a bunch of doctors. I think this is now a while ago. Remember when we got the doctors from Cuba?
Oh, yeah?
Just for reference, just at the end of 2020, where all of a sudden we got these 30 doctors from Cuba.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because of the COVID stuff. It was like, the peak of the pandemic, and these guys came in as saviors.
Yeah, we got these specialists from Cuba who've never dealt with any kind of viral disease.
That's great.
So they came, but now we paid them. I think we paid them something astronomical. I can't remember I couldn't be fucking asked to go look. You know how to Google. I'm not going to fucking Google everything for you. I'm not your mother. So I mean, now we're donating money to them. This is Wednesday. Sorry, this happened like Wednesday. And now apparently all of South Africa is losing their minds. Yeah, they're super pissed off. Everybody's coming out and going like, why are you giving these people money? Honestly, I think it's cocaine. The ANC is buying a shit ton of cocaine.
And I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about this.
But then this happens not just after we got a loan. Beginning of February, we got a loan from the World Bank.
Fuck.
we get a loan from the World Bank, 11.4 billion rand. Of that, we're giving a small chunk of that to Cuba.
I better get an 8 ball, dude. I better get something in the mail.
Why? I don't know why they're giving. Here's the thing. I swear they're buying something. They're probably getting they're buying property. It's some corrupt thing. I bet my bollocks to a barn dance that's what they're doing.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth!
It's phenomenal how these corrupt assholes just get away with it. I mean, how long was that Zondo commission again? What is it, like 5 years? How many people have been arrested?
I think like 0.
No one. I think one person has been, some guy who's turned state's evidence. No one's been arrested. Corruption, state capture, all that, it means nothing. These people do not give a shit. And the funniest part about this whole thing is that they can get away with it. So I don't know if you know, a little point of reference. Somewhere I saw an article this week. Let me see if I can find it quick. There we see. So a couple of days ago, scam at Cell C. The Hawks have arrested someone. What? They arrested someone.
You're stealing, right to jail.
Why doesn't that happen with like politicians? Why don't they get arrested? It's like there's just, how much of this PPE, like the 500 billion, they've just squandered it. It's been pissed away. Like, every single person, they were stealing food parcels from people. No one's arrested. Salty, some tender scam, people arrested, they're in jail, gone, cheers, private sector.
Believe it or not, jail.
Politicians and people in government, they can steal everything from you. Nothing happens to them, but you go try and not pay your tax and see what happens to you. Basically, what's happened is they've put a gun to your head, forced you to fund them. They're sitting there, you're sitting with a gun to your head, they forced you to fund them, fund these corrupt criminals, and if you don't, you go to jail.
I love that. That's so
Dude,
great.
that is a grift. That's ballers, bro. That's how you rob people.
Motherfucker, we don't play for that shit. And if you want your shit back, you had to pay for that shit.
Oh my God. But I mean, again, sorry, that wasn't the only thing. So this is now recent. This is in February. We borrowed 11.4 billion from the World Bank. I don't know if you remember, I think it was last year. Here we go. We borrowed $70 billion rand from the IMF loan, which now, as far as I remember, I was reading this, we have to start paying back the loan as soon as we come out of a state of emergency.
What was this money for? Like, I'm still getting load shedding. My roads are still fucked. Like, electricity is going up 15%.
15? It's going up 21%. That's proposed. It's 21% proposed increase.
Like, at least take me out to dinner before you fuck me. Like...
Well, then could we at least pull up here and get some dinner? Because I like to be wined and dined after I've been fucked.
I agree, yeah.
Bullshit.
Dude, this is exactly a year ago. 11th of June, 2021. Right? We borrowed 70 billion rand from the IMF. We've got to pay that back. We've got to pay the loan back to the World Bank. It gets worse. Apart from now, let's try and ignore between 30 and 40% unemployment of the able people that can't work. Unemployment, ignore the poverty, 51% of the country, 49% of the country being on social welfare. Ignore all that for just 1 second. And look at this. So this is a while ago. Again, this is now 2 years ago. SA's bad budget statements, what we need to know. Here's the most important part about all of this. South Africa is borrowing at a rate of 2.1 billion rand per day. Some 21 cents out of every rand that government earns now goes towards interest payments.
Fuck.
How fucked are we?
Right to jail, right away.
That's 2 years ago. I wouldn't be surprised if we're probably sitting at about maybe, I would say, let's spitball here and go like, we're probably borrowing about 3 billion a day to cover all the money that the government first off steals, that the ANC steal. Then they've got all the payments, all the government officials, all the government workers, all the money that they're borrowing to fucking SAA, to Eskom. Then all the social welfare. Half of the country is living on social welfare. Super sustainable, right? And who's paying for it? We're borrowing on our children's children.
Oh, we're so fucked.
People should not be afraid of their governments. Governments should be afraid of their people.
Only way you can stop this. Vote for the strongest opposition. Worry about voting those bastards out when the time comes. Because we can't even vote these guys out now. They win each year because they've got the rural areas. And they'll win every single time. So we can't vote them out. The only thing we need is tax revolt, bitch.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
If you think about it, back in the day, people would be, and I'm talking like 100 to 200 years ago, we would be flocking to the streets and protest.
Dude, we would be putting them on spikes.
Exactly.
Let me quickly give you the most interesting thing. So you remember like the Civil War, American Civil War? You remember that movie with Mel Gibson, the guy who hates the Jews?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Before this war's over, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
So you know why they went to war?
Okay, well, educate me.
So they went to war because they were paying more than 5% tax. Overall, they were taxed on their land, and then they started increasing, and eventually, if they added it up, it came to about 5 or 8% tax, and they went to war over that.
What are we currently paying?
Dude, some people are paying what, 30, 50, They went to war of that. You sit down and just have these absolute fucking idiots. These
I would
thieves.
go to war, but apparently having a gun is bad.
Wonder why guns are suddenly bad, so that you can't take
Fight
back your country.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Well, like if you really wanted a bad day, I'm sorry, I just made it worse. But yeah, the only thing you can do is guys, let's have a tax revolt. Just tax revolt's pretty much the only way you can go with this. You know what? And we need the big companies. We need the corporations, the pick and pays, the big retail stores, the Woolworths, the oil companies. We need these guys to get on board and go like, okay, cool. We're not going to help fund a criminal organization. Because every cent that goes to SARS goes to the ANC government, and they squander the shit out of it. And they're putting your children's children into debt. And you're sitting there smiling going, oh, well, it's like, we're helping people. You're not helping people. Doing more damage. I mean, it's fucking sad, honestly. It's honestly sad.
I'm really starting to hate these phone calls. Like, it's like you just really piss me off lately with the information.
I know, I'm sorry. Maybe if you had these conversations with your friends and you go like, geez, guys, this is what's happening. When some idiot comes up and goes, yeah, well, the DA, they really said a mean thing about, like, they don't really have equal representation. Then you can go, you're a fucking moron. Because that's identity politics, and that's how you literally win you over. Like, well, we should vote for that. No, you shouldn't. They're a corrupt organization. They were amazing. I mean, I must say, like, they ended apartheid. That was amazing. Well done, you. You're a revolutionary party. You're not a governing party. You fucking suck at that. You know what you're good at? You're good at robbing shit. Stick to that. You know what? Let's vote for an opposition party, and then when they start doing what you're doing, we'll get another party like you back in a revolutionary party, and you can change the landscape, and you can free us from this tyranny that we're actually under. What, 3 billion a day in debt? Borrowing 3 billion. That's amazing. Yeah, 50 million to Cuba. I meant like they're having the Kif Coke parties like on Scarface.
God, I hope they're getting so stoned.
I bet you Cyril bangs the biggest rails, bro. I bet you he makes like Coke lines,
Like, I'm just picturing his face just in a pile of cocaine.
I
hope that at least that's what's happening.
I'm sure he does. Dumbass. Anyway, well, that was fun. Nice chat. Thank you, Darth Sean. It's always good having you.
All good.
And I'll chat to you soon. You out there, what the vibe is. Hit that like and subscribe. Make sure that you ring the bell if you like this and you want to come back. Drop a comment. Really, it really helps if you drop a comment. It helps the algorithm. Probably not gonna last long. Probably cancel me very soon. But come back, and thanks so much. And we'll see you soon. Cheers.